Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Siddhi Doshi and currently I am pursuing my MBA from SAS Institute of Management Studies. Today we are going to learn about the topic project financing. So first we'll see that the introduction of project financing. Like what is project financing? What is project financing? It means that International Project Finance Association define, that is IPFA, define project financing as the financing of long-term infrastructure, industrial project and public services based upon a non-resource of limited sources financial structure where project debt and equity used to finance the project are paid back from the cash flows generated by the project is known as project financing. Also, project finance is especially attractive to the private sector because they can fund major projects of balance sheet. Now, let us see why is it important to understand project finance. Means what is more important in it? Why it is very important? So the people involved in a project are used to find financing deal for major construction projects such as mining, transportation and public utility industries. That may result such risk and compensation for repayment of loan, insurance and assets in process. That's why they need to learn about project finance in order to manage the project cash flow for ensuring profits, so it can be disturbed, so it can be it is like distributed among multiple parties such as investors, lendings and other parties. So this is how it is very important to understand project finance. Now let us see what is a project. A project is normally a long-term infrastructure, industrial, as we learned before, industrial or public services scheme, development or undertaking having large size, finite and long life, stand alone equity, high operating margins, significant free cash flows, intensive capital requirement, capital intensive, and also few diversification opportunity, that is asset specific. Such projects are usually government regulated and it is monitored, which are allowed to an equity on BOO or BOT basis. Also, there are types of project. What are the types of project? The types of project are motorway and expressway, port and terminals, mines and natural resource explorations, large residential and commercial buildings, metro, subway and other mass transit systems, railway network and service, both passenger and cargo, port and terminals, airport and terminals, large new industrial undertakings, no expansion and extensions, dams. These are the types of projects. Now, key characteristics of project financing. What are the key characteristics of project financing? The key characteristic of project financing are: first, financing of long-term infrastructure and or industrial projects using debt and equity. Debt is typically repaid using cash flows generated from the operations of the project. Limited resource to project sponsors. Debt is typically secured by project assets, including revenue producing contracts. First, priority on project cash flows is given to the lender. Then consent of the lender is required to dispute any surplus cash flows to project. Then sponsors. Then higher risk projects may require the surety guarantee of the project sponsors. These are the key characteristics of project financing. Now let us see what are the advantages of project financing. First advantages is it eliminates or reduces the lender's resource to the sponsors. It also permit to off-balance sheet treatment of the debt financing. It also avoid any restrictions to convenience bidding the sponsors under their respective financing obligations. It does maximize the leverage of a project, and also avoid any negative impact on a project on the on the credit on the sorry on the credit standing of the sponsors. It also allows the lenders to appraise the project on a segregate and stand alone basis. It also obtain a better tax treatment of the benefit of the project, the sponsors of the both. It also avoid any negative impact on the project. These are the advantages of the project financing. Now let us see what are the disadvantages of the project financing. What are the cons? First, it often takes longer to structure than equivalent size corporate finance. Higher transaction cost due to creation of an independent equity can be up to 60 bp. Project debt is subsequently more expensive, 50 to 400 basis points, due to its non-resource nature. Project finance requires greater disclosure of proprietary information and strategic deals. It also extensive contracting restricts managerial decision making. So these are the sorry, these are the disadvantages of project financing. Now let us see what are the stages in project financing. The first stage is project identification. Second is risk identification and minimizing. Third is technical and financing feasibility. These three stages comes under pre-financing stage. The next is equity arrangement, then negotiation and syndication, then the next is commitments and documentation, and disbursement, and this all stages comes under financial stage. The next is monitoring and review. Next is financial closure, project closure, repayments and subsequent monitoring, and this stages comes under post financing stage. Like there are three stages: pre financing stage, financing stage and post financing stage. These are the stages in project financing. Stages in project financing. Project identification. Identification of the project, it says that government announced, it includes government announced, self conceived and initiated. The next is identification of market. It includes product of the project, marketability of the project and marketing plan, also users of the product. The next is stages in project financing, technical and financial feasibility. The first is technical feasibility. It includes location, design, equipment, operation processes. And the next is financial feasibility. It includes financing structure, payback, IRR, MPV, etc. Projected financing statement with assumptions. The next is financial structure. Also there is stages in project financing equity arrangement. Like first, sponsors. It includes lead sponsors, co-sponsors. The next is private equity participation. It includes angel investors, private equity funding, financial institution, non-financial institution. Next is stages in project financing, negotiation and syndication. The first is lenders, banks, non-banking financial institutions, international leading institution. The next is syndication, lead arranger, co-arrangers. The next is negotiation, pricing, documentation and disbursement. Also stages in project financing, monitoring and review. Why? Project is running on schedule, project is running within planned cost, project is receiving adequate, means this all things are doing or not. This we have to review, this we have to monitor time to time. Then how? First hand information. How we will do that? First hand information, then project completion status report, then project schedule chart, then project financial status report, then project summary report, then informal reports. Also stages in project financing, repayment and subsequent monitoring. Repayments, it includes grace period, monthly installments, quarterly installments and dividends. Monitoring, appointment of directors and managers, management meetings, board meetings. Now about all this, what we conclude means what is the conclusion of highlights of project financing structure? Independent single purpose company formed to build and operate the project. Extensive contracting, as many as 15 parties is in up to 1000 contracts. Contracts govern inputs of tech, construction and operations. Government contracts or concessions, one or operator's fee. Ancillary contracts includes financial ledgers, insurance for force majeure, etc. And also conclusion of highlights of project financing structure. Highly concentrated equity and debt ownership, 1 to 3 equity sponsors, syndicate of banks and or financial institution provide credit. Governing board comprised or mainly affiliated directs from firms. Extremely high depth level. It means like depth of 70% and as a high as nearly 100%. Balance of capital provided by sponsors in the form of equity or quasi equity. Subordinate depth. Debt service depends exclusive on project revenues. It has higher spreads than corporate debt. Also, debt is non-resource to the sponsors. So here I end up with my sessions, and I hope I make it clear. Thank you.